Peter Mba presents budget for 2025 fiscal year at the Harlow Chambers of the Enugu State. But before we begin, let's take a short break. Glad to know you are still there. Dr. Peter Mba has presented a budget proposal of 971 billion 84 million naira to the State House of Assembly for the year 2025. The budget tagged Budget of Exponential Growth and Inclusive Prosperity is in realization of his administration's agenda. Do take a listen. Before presenting the proposed budget for the year 2025, the governor took time to x-ray the state's performance in the year 2024, highlighting successes recorded to include meeting development targets in the education, health, security, infrastructure, transportation, and agriculture sectors. He noted that despite the inflation rate in the country, with a budget of 521.5 billion naira in the year 2024, the state grew its internally generated revenue to 286%.
We were able to largely meet our development targets. In the very important area of education, we were able to award for the development of all our smart green schools across the state. These schools are today at various stages of completion in 245 wards, while we're still seeking suitable sites for 15 urban schools due to the built-up nature of the wards where they are located. We envisage that all 260 of these schools will be completed, equipped, staffed, and ready for classes by the commencement of the new school year in September 2025. We have also made extensive investments in developing centers of experiential learning, where teachers will be trained and retrained to prepare them for the modern methods and facilities in use at the smart schools. We are also to provide senior secondary education to graduate from the smart schools. We are developing model secondary schools across the 17 local government areas of the state. We have also commenced work on the reconstruction of our technical schools across the state in recognition of the need to build a strong workforce of technical workers to support our ambitious development goals. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, in the health care sector, we have commenced construction of 260 of Type 2 primary health care centers in each of the wards in the state. We have also commenced the completion of the Enugu International Hospital for Rangers and Independent Out.
akele
This
gọọmenti Enugu
hospital,
steeti
upon
nke ukwuu
commissioning,
maka mbọ ọ
will
gbara
reverse
iji nwuchie
the
ihe
trend
ogbu ọchụ ahụ.
of indiscriminate medical tourism that has plagued our country by providing world-class medical services using cutting-edge medical equipment such as will typically travel to the east
ọ bụ
and
ihe
west
mwute
to find.
emeriji o juru anyị ọnụ na Ikemba bụ ezigbo mmadụ. Ikemba bụ onye eji aga mba, odogwu nwoke na-adị ọgụ wetara anyị ife. Anyị nọ na mwute nke ahụ.
N'ịga n'ihu, ndị obodo Akegbu gọọmenti steeti a nakwa nke etiti lekwara n'ihe ọma na mma ka ha jikwa aka ọnụ wee nwuchie ndị na-adị aga ọkacha ndị nke na-enye mbọmbọ ọsọ ụwa.
Rapidly below the full scale of the general hospital. With the new standard of facilities we have just installed,
Gọọmenti agba mbọ gbasie mbọ ike nke a gwara anyị na-ekenefa ha gbasie mbọ ike fụ na ndị niile agaghị adị n'ime ihe a nke ejidere ha nke niile ma taa ha ntaramahụhụ dịrị ha.
Stephen Aniagụ dagoro mmụọ onye isi ndị agha na gọọmenti Enugu onye n'ogologo ụzọ Upland dị na Mechi ọkwụ na anọ ọnwa Septemba dị na
at the tertiary level,
site n'Enugu.
we are expanding the facility at the Park Lane Teaching Hospital with the construction of 2 blocks of high-rise buildings. One will provide additional office spaces and accommodation for the students, while the other will house medical services departments. In the power sector, we have finally commenced our journey towards building an independent power grid for Enugu State with the effective handover of regulatory powers by the National Electricity Regulatory Commission to our own regulator, Enugu State Electricity Regulatory Commission. In line with this, the Enugu Electricity Distribution Company has now incorporated and licensed a new vehicle, Main Power Limited, to manage the distribution of power in Enugu State. I'd like to take this opportunity to commend the company for the deep sense of partnership they displayed throughout this transition period. We look forward to continuing to work with them to evolve a power sector in Enugu that will be the envy of the entire country. Very early in our journey as an administration, we identified security as a fundamental to the achievement of our governance vision and established the Distress Response Squad. We have not wavered from that position in the slightest. So in the course of 2024, we have built up arguably the most extensive camera network using artificial intelligence-enabled cameras to cover all areas of the state, as well as completed the construction and equipment of a world-class command and control center, from where we are able to monitor all parts of the state and track criminal elements to facilitate their arrest and prosecution. We have also procured over 100 patrol
Declaring the conference open,
mounted
the medical
wide
director, National Economic Hospital,
of
Enugu,
artificial
said the
intelligence-enabled
conference has
suite
become an annual
cameras to
event
boost the
aimed at
operation
building
of
and
the
transferring
DRS,
capacity to the younger generation.
Distress Response
He called on new
as
medical
well as
practitioners
procuring
to pay attention
over
to new
500
discoveries in
communication
practical
radios,
healthcare
helmets,
delivery
and
systems
body
in line
cameras
with global
for
best
personnel.
practices.
We are also on the verge of launching Air Enugu. Enugu Air, the airline. This airline will be launched in a few weeks' time.
The National President Nigerian Orthopedics Association, Professor Sidney enjoined the medical practitioners to strive in their individual capacities to offer their best as the healthcare system in Nigeria requires duplicated human resources.
Many of them will be flying by our own Enugu Air. In the same vein,
lectures were delivered on open pelvic structures, complications, and fixation, while goodwill message came from the governor of Abia State to represent.
fuel versus diesel and CNG.
After an overview of how the state fared in the year 2024, the governor took time to dissect the proposed budget for the fiscal year 2025 and its prospects.
Presenting the 2025 budget of exponential growth and inclusive prosperity, which represents 86.4% increase from the 2024
conference with the
budget.
theme
The
Burden of
governor
Orthopedic
said
Trauma in Nigeria is to stem the tide of medical tourism in
The
Nigeria.
recurrent
In
expenditure is
Enugu,
proposed at
Chigon Aro,
133.1 billion naira, which is 14% of the total budget, while capital expenditure is proposed at 837.9 billion naira. To achieve its economic growth,
We are proposing to the House of Assembly today a budget with a total envelope of 971 billion.
Dr. Ali says that the training of a girl child is the best thing that can happen to a society, which gives them an opportunity to develop real values for themselves and have an equal opportunity to their male counterparts. Speaking on the title of his book, Behind the Doors of Faith, Dr. Nduka explained that faith is the destiny and advised men to acknowledge resilience in women that should be marginalized. He described Jesus' journey in the book as a testament of resilience, adversity, determination, power of choice, self-discovery, and conscious pursuit of purpose.
That from this point on, we give an equal opportunity because they said the Messiah is coming, but we don't know where she's coming from. It can be the girl child, it can be the boy child. But at this point, what interests me more is to make sure that the society gets to a point where we start exploiting that zeal in the girl child that so far has remained untapped.
The girl child is a normal child. The girl child is your child. The girl child is like every child. So every child has to be given maximum attention. Every child has to be treated as the same.
The reviewers of the book identified the plot, setting, criticism, features, and style in writing, which enabled the author to effectively combine descriptive, narrative, short story, creative, and style of writing deployed in the book to inform, entertain, educate, inspires, and exposes the reader to places, ideas, cultures, and native wisdom. They added that the keywords in the title, Doors and Faith, refers to the development of events in someone's life which are outside the person's country.
This particular work is a creation of someone that is rich in mind, rich in understanding, rich in background, and rich in experience. So no doubt you are going to find it very, very important.
this book tried to explain the problems that the girl child goes through
including widowhood,
expenditure estimates
early marriage,
will be
and
funded
things like that.
from
The opportunities that people have when they are home, and you find parents preferring their male children over the daughters.
High points were the unveiling of the book Behind the Doors of Faith and the Cutting of Cake.
Letter J, I go with letter B, I go with letter S, I go with letter U, and I go with letter S. Put your hands together, please. Fantastic.
The priest Ndoka alone is a man of so many talents. Born in Enugu, his academic excellence earned him first-class honor at the State Agricultural Technical Institute of Lokoronto and University of Florida in Enugu. Kechukwu Obama, ATN.
202 million naira. Domestic loans, 55 billion naira. Multilateral institution loans, 128 billion 503 million, giving a total of 278 billion 905 million naira. On a sectoral basis, the capital expenditure is broken down as follows. Administration sector, 26 billion 873 million 613,000 naira. Economic sector, 462 billion 68 million 808,000 naira. Law and justice sector, 1 billion 660 million 448,000 naira. Regional sector, 1 billion 554 million 350,000 naira. Social sector, 345 billion 786 million 781,000 naira.
To achieve its economic growth and poverty eradication vision, the education sector maintained the same status
Speaking to
as that
journalists,
of the
the leadership of the
2024
town
budget,
unit,
at
elders and youths of the
33%
community,
of the total
bemoaned
budget,
the cloud of
amounting
despair
to
in
about
the town since the news of the gruesome murder of their son,
609 million naira, while
They
works
thanked
and
the Enugu State
infrastructure will be
government for the
gulping
efforts so far
about
made at arresting and
213.1
unmasking some of
billion
the alleged
naira.
killers of
Other
the late
sectors to experience
Oboiteme Market
facelifts
leader.
are the health, agriculture, and transport sectors. Governor Oba explained that his administration is committed to improving the quality of life of residents by delivering dividends of democracy and people-oriented leadership.
assassinated along Topland, Alice of Nano.
The way Suprianiago was killed, was murdered, was not only a challenge to my people, it's a challenge to the entire Enugu State government, to the Nigeria federal government.
Speaker Enugu State House of Assembly promised that the legislators will exponentially consider the budget for approval.
Security agents, that's the effort we made so far. We partner with them to make sure that the professors is being fished.
The community further urged the state and federal governments, as well as women Nigerians, to synergize in rounding up the killers of Chief Aniago, especially those still at large.
Still waiting anxiously and believing that at the end of it, the government will apprehend those people because we want to see them and nobody.
But now we're on appeal to the government and the governor he has done marvelously well. We appreciate that and we are asking for more effort to put into action. Let him dig further because these people are calling names and these names has location. They are somewhere hiding. The government should intensify their efforts to bring them out.
The commission has shown that we have many consensus in Canada. They have been doing very, very well. And let him refer this complex issue.
And having presented
But
the budget, some stakeholders in the state
they
say
should push
it
out
is steps in the right direction as they
those
expect
who
massive
sponsor it and those who
developmental projects.
Budget that have already transformed Enugu State to the next level. Enugu State, in view of this budget, without this time, within a year, Enugu State will be a state. Every other state in Nigeria will come to the league.
It's time in history that we are seeing a budget of that magnitude. When His Excellency came on board, people were not like really understanding what he's doing. But within 17 months, you can see what he was mentioning, what he was reading out, and what he's going to. He's already doing in Enugu State.
We know too well that he has the capacity, he has the competence, he has the passion, he has the patriotism, he has what it takes to bring it to full manifestation and implementation of that budget. Enugu State topping other states, not just in the southeast geopolitical zone, but also in Nigeria. Has it ever happened?
And that brings us to the end of this week's edition of the program. Let's do it again same time next week, God willing. And until then, enjoy the rest of the week. So as to at the launch of the book, Behind the Doors of Faith and Girl. We also informed you that the people of Akabubu economic community have called for the of their illustrious sons, Stevie and that was the